Hi guys, my name is Julie Cantrell with LuLaRoe, Julie Cantrell, and today I wanted to do a brief introduction of myself as well as my whys when it comes to deciding to join LuLaRoe. So I am a full-time working mother. My husband also works full-time outside the house, so my son does attend a Montessori school all day, every day of the work week. So needless to say, things are pretty hectic and chaotic already as it is, but we have decided to jump in 100% to this LuLaRoe journey. So let me tell you a little bit about why. There are three main reasons why my husband and I have decided to start up our own LuLaRoe business. The first one is the biggie, and that is kind of where it all stems from. I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome in 2012, just a few months before my husband and I got married. And I'd like to say I was surprised, but when I really learned more about it, I wasn't. I've been displaying symptoms of it for a very long time. I just didn't really know that it was something that had a name and a diagnosis. So one of the main things about PCOS is infertility. So I'll talk about that in a second. But the other thing is that a lot of women, not all, but a lot of women with PCOS have difficulty with their bodies. So not just the reproductive system, but overall my physique, my body. And it has changed a lot. My body has changed a lot over the past 15-ish years. And it's been really hard. It's really hard to go from a kid that is active and athletic and confident and never has to think about what they're putting in their mouths to an adult who can look at food and gain weight, can think about food and gain weight. I have to be very, very cautious about what I eat, and if I'm not, I have to know what the consequence is. And the consequence isn't just about putting on weight, but it impacts me emotionally. You know, as many times as my husband can tell me how beautiful he thinks I am, and how beautiful he'll always think that I am, no matter how my body changes shape or size. Sometimes it feels like that doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter how many times I'm told it. It's about what I feel. And I've been struggling. We've had a few years of fertility treatments, and that takes a toll. That, especially when you already have a hormonal imbalance and you add more hormones into the mix, you know, it just really threw my body out of whack. And for a few years, I've really struggled with body image and not being comfortable in my skin, and certainly not comfortable in my wardrobe. And I used to love shopping, and I started to really hate shopping. I was doing everything online so that I could try it all on in the comfort of my own home and put it on for a second, decide that I hate it, and put it back in the mailer and send it back. And it was just really disappointing. I've been struggling with this for a while. So when I first heard about LuLaRoe, I thought, oh, these clothes are really cute, but of course kind of that anxiety, that fear set in, like, oh, they won't have anything that fits me, or that I'm comfortable in, or that'll look good on me. But I kept looking into it, and I was like, wow, these clothes are great. And like I said, they're beautiful. So it wasn't long before finding out about LuLaRoe that my husband and I were like, we have to do this. He saw a change in me, and I was feeling finally more positive and excited about clothing. And so that really was the big thing, is that if LuLaRoe could help me start to get out of this funk that I've been living in, as my body has changed through fertility treatments and pregnancy and postpartum. You know, people talk about, oh, when you're breastfeeding your baby, those pounds just melt away. That's not true for everyone. It wasn't true for me. I gained weight when I was breastfeeding. So, you know, it's been a struggle. And if LuLaRoe clothing could help pull me out of that, that's big. That's a big deal. And I want to help other women who maybe have been struggling with their body image, or they just aren't comfortable in the clothes that they currently have, or they've been trying to figure out their wardrobe for a long time with no direction. And I want women to feel as wonderful as I do when I put LuLaRoe clothing on, or when I shop for LuLaRoe clothing. So that's really the number one reason. But there are two other reasons. In fact, there's actually three other reasons. The fourth reason is one that I didn't plan on having, but it has become a really big reason for my commitment to this. So, so first reason was wanting women to feel beautiful, as LuLaRoe clothes have helped me feel. The other thing is that I mentioned my husband and I, we went through a lot to conceive our son, and a big part of fertility treatment is the expense. You know, we had a lot of out-of-pocket expenses for a long time, because we really wanted to have a family together, and so we made certain sacrifices. And you know, we've been playing catch up, and in addition to playing catch up, right after we had our son, in his first year of life, my husband was out of work twice in 1 year. So it's just been a constant game of catch up, and we're tired of it. We want to get ahead. We deserve to get ahead. We work hard, and our son deserves wonderful opportunities. So obviously the financial end of things is a big factor in why we've decided LuLaRoe. We've never done any direct sales companies before in the past or anything, so that this is a big leap for us, but it's something that we feel is absolutely perfectly right for our family. And then the third reason is, again, comes right back to my son. We worked really hard to get him. We worked really hard to conceive him. We worked really hard in raising him, and we worked really hard at our jobs to raise him. But I want more balance. I eventually want to be able to spend a lot more time with him, and a lot more time dedicated to our family and our household. I want to get out of the 2-bedroom condo and into a house with a yard for him, and to be able to play with him in that yard. I don't want to be rushing home from work to cook dinner and put him in bed and do that 5 days out of the week. I want more flexibility. My job right now offers me great flexibility, but in the long run, you know, I want to be there for him, and that's really, really important to both me and my husband. So, and then the last reason, the last why, which really didn't develop until I turned in my paperwork to become a consultant, and when I got in that queue, is that the amazing community that is LuLaRoe. You know, I guess going through infertility made me kind of withdraw from a lot of people in my life that I had known for a long time. It made me feel like an outcast. It made me feel very different. It made me feel like I didn't have a lot in common with a lot of people. And it was really depressing, and which caused me to withdraw even more. And add on top of that, my body image issues, you know, I withdrew even more because I wasn't feeling good about myself, and I was feeling like if I'm judging myself, then everybody else must be judging me too. And so this community within LuLaRoe is, it was such a wonderful surprise. I never expected to be part of such a large group of women that are so supportive, that are so loving and caring and giving and sharing, and you know, everybody wants everyone to be happy and successful and to feel beautiful and to share that with other women. So that's been a really wonderful surprise, and I guess that fourth why, was one that I didn't even know existed, but it really is what is keeping me going and keeping me motivated, and it's giving me an opportunity to connect with women in a way that I haven't connected with women in a very long time for many reasons. And I'm absolutely loving it. And you know, most of these women live all around the country. You know, we live outside Chicago. My sponsor lives in California, as well as a lot of my teammates, and that's okay. And we are on Facebook, and we are just, you know, always raising each other up. And I really, really can't even describe how amazing it has been so far. So I am on track to get my onboarding call in about 2 weeks, and I hope to launch an in-home launch and an online launch probably the first, second week of May. So I'm super excited about this journey, and I've been very patiently waiting. I submitted my paperwork on February 28th. So, and it'll probably be a solid, you know, 8 weeks from that point until when I get my call. And I am just so excited to be moving forward with this journey. And, you know, I hope that more and more women have the opportunity to be part of this amazing community. So I'll be making more videos as we go along. I already have a few in mind. But in the meanwhile, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave your comments down below. I will gladly answer any questions that you have. So I'm really excited to share this journey with you, and I look forward to talking to you all again soon. Bye.